Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some of that garlic spray attractant that I've been using in some of my videos. So let's get to it real quick. First up, you're going to need 1.25 pounds of fresh garlic. You're going to need 2 91% isopropyl alcohol. Both of these are 32 ounces, so 64 ounces of isopropyl alcohol. And you're going to need yourself a large mason jar, wide mouth, so it's real nice and easy to access and put all the ingredients that we're going to be using. First up, we're going to take our garlic and we're going to chop it up. Let's get the knife out here. And when I do this, you're paying good money for all your garlic, so I use the whole thing. I don't discard anything. I even use the film, the like paper film that normally you would take off if you're gonna be cooking or something. So I just use the whole thing. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this jar open. So as we go, as I chop stuff up, I can continuously throw stuff in there. But like normal, oops, lost some right there. We're going to just dice it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, just dice these up as good as you can with what you got. Make sure you get it. You gotta get it at least broken down to a certain degree. I would say, not like minced, but you could also use minced garlic if you wanted to. It'd probably be easier, but if you want the most potent spray that you can get, I would recommend just using nice, fresh, whole clove garlic. So there's one. I'm going to, your hands will get a little sticky too, but no big deal. You can just use some of the alcohol to clean it off later. You will be stinking and the house will probably smell like garlic, but I'm out in my garage, so yeah, I'm going to just continue to do this until I get the full 1.25 pounds of garlic into that jar and cut up. Hey guys, just finishing up the last little couple clove pieces I have here. Just trying to get it nice and chopped up so we can move on to the next step. But as you can see, nothing too crazy, just just chop it up the best you can. The whole purpose of this video is so that anyone can do it, all you need to do is really go to the grocery store. There's not a whole lot of anything special here. You don't have to be 21 to buy anything. That's the purpose of me using isopropyl alcohol. And another reason too is using like alcohol that is meant for consumption is going to be a lot more expensive. Plus, you know, where you're going to get 91%, unless you have like Everclear or something, it's going to cost a lot more than a couple little bottles of isopropyl alcohol. Got a bucket right here. Just to rinse my hands off with. And a little dish rag. Alright. Oh, might as well clean this knife off real quick too. I'm telling you what, guys, this stuff gets really sticky. It's insane. But that's good, because that's what we're going after. Because that's what's going to stay on the worm or lure or whatever you're trying to use this to sit with. So here we go. We got ourselves our 80 ounces or 80 ounce large wide mouth mason jar full of all that garlic we chopped up, skins and all, everything, even the little root patches. So now we're gonna take our 91% isopropyl alcohol and just go ahead and pour it on in here. Alright, there's one 32 fluid ounce bottle. I'm gonna write this down a little bit, it spills a little bit. See if you guys can see that line. That line of where it's at. I don't know if you can or not. It's like right there. Where are we at? We're almost full, but we're gonna fill this completely up, so that's why we have the second one. Now, if you chop this garlic finer, you might be able to get more alcohol or more garlic in there. But as for this tutorial, 1.25 pounds of fresh garlic cloves, and let's see how much alcohol. All right, leave a little gap, and we use about just that much of it. So now, the anticlimactic part of this tutorial is we're just gonna wait. So 91% alcohol, it's very potent. It's probably not gonna take more than a day or two for this to fully pull out all the essence and all the oils and the nice smells and potent smells we're trying to get after here. But we are gonna give it a shake. And you're probably gonna want to give it a shake, if you can remember, at least once or twice a day, just to get that moving. Make sure the alcohol is touching every piece of clove and all the surface areas. And for now, that's it. I'll get back to you guys in 24 to 48 hours with the result of the extract. Hey guys, it's been roughly 24 hours now that this has been sitting. Give you guys a little look real quick. As you can see, the color has definitely changed. It was more of a white color. Now it's more of a yellowish tan color, which is good. That means it's definitely working. As I said, it's 91% alcohol, so it'll definitely do the job. It could take 24 hours, 48 hours. Honestly, the longer you leave it in here, potentially the more potent it can be. But all I've ever left it was 24 to 48 hours. You can leave it longer. But right now, you could just strain all this material out and use it as is. Or, which I'm going to do, is I'm going to take the contents that are in this and I'm going to take it a step farther and put this into my blender, and I'm going to mash pretty much all this up as fine as I can get it, and then I'll strain it with just an old t-shirt or something. Anything will do, just something that's fine that you can strain all the particulates out with. So let's get started. So this might not all fit into this container. Actually, what I'm going to do is take my, I have a set of jars, so I'm going to use this jar and pour off some of that alcohol, because you do need a little bit of liquid to start the blending process. There's kind of what it looks like, but it'll look a lot darker than this later on. So set that to the side, put this back on there. I'm gonna grab a knife and try to get as much of this side as I can. Or you know what, we'll do about half. That's what we'll do. I don't want to overload the blender too much. And maybe a little bit more. Alright, that seems pretty good. Cap on here, make sure it's nice and tight, and we'll start this one. Take this off, push some of this, these skins down a little bit. I like to have those pretty nice and chopped up too. Stir it a little bit, stir all that nice, good, garlicky goodness down in there. Alright, spin it one more time. That's looking good right there. So I'm gonna set this to the side just for a second. I'm going to take my pot, because we are going to reduce this, or my pan. I made sure that this has enough area that I could pour all the contents into. Any large pan will do, deep dish pan or something like that. We'll just sit our old t-shirt in there. these contents. I'll show you guys what that looks like real quick. Some garlic mash. Alright, while that's sitting there, I want to pour more of this alcohol in here. And continue to get the rest of this garlic into the blender. Got the next half of the batch in the blender. Let's blend this one up. That looks to be pretty good. That sound, that knocking sound, that sounds like a stone that's mixing around in there. That's like the little root piece at the bottom of each garlic clove. Those don't break down very well, but we'll still put it in here. Alright, set that to the side. Alright, so now what we're going to do is take our t-shirt and try to bundle this up as best as we can so we don't lose any liquid. And better yet, don't lose any of the particulates that we're trying to strain from the liquid back into the liquid. Now we're just going to squeeze this as good as we can, get as much liquid out as we can. I'm telling you what, guys, this is, right now this smells very, very, very strong. Very strong. Obviously a lot of alcohol smell, but a lot of garlic smell. Yeah. That's what we're looking for there. Now I'm just twisting this. Try to get as much compression on this as I can. Alright, I think that's good enough. I'm going to set that to the side. And what we're left with is just like the garlic paste mash. If you don't want to just throw this away, you can take this and sprinkle it around outside around your garden or something. Garlic is a great pesticide. It keeps a lot of ants and aphids and stuff off your plants. So this would be good to not waste and go sprinkle it outside or put it in your compost pile maybe. So for now I'm gonna set this to the side. And now we got our nice garlic extract. Now that it's strained, you could go ahead, put this in a nice clean bottle, save it for later until you get like a spray bottle or something that you want to use as an applicator for your bait and use it as is. But now with this pot, I'm going to take a burner and I'm going to reduce this as much as possible. Alright guys, before we get too far into starting this reduction process, I wanted to put out a warning / disclaimer. Alcohol fumes are very toxic and can be very harmful to your health if you inhale them. As you can see, I'm outside right now with plenty of ventilation. The air is really moving out here. I do not suggest you do this in your house. I suggest you get a small burner like I have and take it outside into a well ventilated area, or do this under something like a fume hood. Now that that's out of the way, I'll go ahead and start this up and we'll get this boil going. Now, alcohol has a very low boiling point. An alternative to using this method is you could leave it out on a pan or something and let it evaporate to the desired liquid that you want, amount of liquid that you want. But this is a lot quicker, and I'd rather just get it out of the way and not have anything stinky or anything sitting out that could potentially cause a mess or anything. But that is one alternative to doing this. You don't have to heat this up and vaporize the alcohol. Now, since alcohol has such a low boiling point, you'll start to see rather quickly fumes coming off of this. Actually, I'll just take this and show you guys real quick. Already you can see it starting to boil, it's starting to fume, and starting to reduce. That's what we're looking for. Now, I'm going to let this sit here. Quick update. I thought maybe this would take maybe about an hour or so, but honestly it's only been like 20-25 minutes, and being outside with all this wind and stuff has kind of done me a favor, and it's already reduced to about the level I want it at. You can reduce it as much as you want, but I'm reduced it to about 35% of its original volume. So next, I'll show you guys the bottling stage. Alright guys, we're back. The pan cooled down enough. Everything's nice and cool. I'll let that sit, let it finish fuming and everything. So now I'm going to take you through my bottling process and strength, like measuring strength. It's not too complicated. I got these little 1 ounce spray bottles, like fine misters. Let's go ahead and open that up. And I have a kind of like a syringe or something. It's came out of a infant acetaminophen bottle, like liquid kids medicine. So what we're gonna do is, you can keep it full strength if you wanted to, but the amount of liquid you have, you know, can determine how much you're gonna be able to make. So I do dilute it about 50-50. You can do full strength if you want, but I'm gonna do a 50-50 mixture here. So here's our cool extraction. I'm telling you, it smells great. It actually smells good now. Like earlier, the fumes were coming off of it, reeked of alcohol. There is a light alcohol smell to it, but not a whole lot. Mostly garlic. It smells pretty awesome right now. So let's get started. This syringe goes up to 5 milliliters. If you're wondering exact measurements, go ahead and squirt that in there. There's 5 mils. 10 mils. We'll do 15. 15 milliliters in a 1 ounce spray bottle. Put that to the side. Open our nice clean distilled water. I prefer distilled water because I feel like tap water might have like extra scent that you might not want, or some type of chemicals that can degrade your extract. So I'm using distilled water. So 5 mils of distilled water. 10 mils of distilled water. And that's 15. So you got your 50-50 mix. I'm going to go ahead and top that off a little bit. So 17.5 milliliters of water. Cap back on. Shake it up. And you got yourself your extract. This right here works very well for me. My intent behind making this extract was to kind of mimic other spray attractants like the Yum spray or Gulp garlic. I've had pretty good success with using garlic scented spray attractants. In fact, I caught my biggest channel catfish, and I got Fish Ohio with that with garlic worms. So garlic for me is a winner. And here's the box. I don't really know how to pronounce that. What is it? Kaku. This is the box that these came in. It came in a pack of 12. This is already filled with various strengths of the extract I made, plus my secret additive, which, if you can see, there's a little layer on top right there of my extra additive I use for when I'm catching catfish. But this right here, I would say, see, there's no separation right there. It's completely mixed in together. I would say the garlic, just the straight up garlic, is good for your overall, just like catching, catfish, carp, drumfish, everything you've seen me catch in my videos so far. This works really good and really well for multiple species. But this, I have this, which mimics bait fish smell also. So my little secret additive in there. So I can like spread this on a worm or something else and make it imitate a fish type scent. I might get around to making a video of how to make the other extract to make it nice and extra. And see, I have different strengths. Oop, that one I just shook up. See how they're all varying separations and varying colors? The darker is definitely the more potent. Put all those back in there. Like I said, I'll show you if you want these 1 ounce bottles, you can get these off Amazon for a decent price. So, and here is my last batch of garlic extract. That's what it'll look like after it sits around for a while. It oxidizes a little bit after you've opened it and stuff, but just put it in like a small chili jar. And all the extra that you're not using, just go ahead for freshness, you know, put it into the refrigerator, back of the refrigerator, keep it out of the way, mark it with something or what you got to do to keep it from out of kids' hands or somebody using it, because this is not for human consumption. Not at all. Not using isopropyl alcohol. But actually, oh, that smells good. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and top this off. And there you have it. Your garlic extract. Now you guys are ready to go. Wish the best of luck to you guys catching some fish. And thanks for watching.